news time is here. I'm so sorry there was no farm sim news this week other than Monday, but don't worry, got you today. Fact sheets have started for the Vento pack. Sir Vertex has some more information about the Maverick X3, and it's going to be way better than the 22 version. And Carpathian Countryside is getting its first update. If you like staying updated with all the latest news of Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribed. Let's check it out. This is our first Fact Sheet Friday for the Vento pack, which is going to be here in just a few weeks. And today we have 3 fact sheets to take a look at. The first one is the Vento VT4556 and the Profi Eco 7.5. This self-propelled slurry tanker is going to cost you $374,500. You got a variable transmission in there with 600 liters of fuel. Additionally, it's got 450 horsepower and can travel at 24 miles per hour. It'll hold 19,500 liters of slurry and digestate, and it says it has a working speed of 12 miles per hour, but no working width, which is kind of interesting to me, so I think maybe that part's incorrect. Mainly because the working speed has to do with the implement on the back, the Profi Eco 7.5. This is, of course, a 7.5 meter working width injector, $35,000, and it will go at 11 miles an hour. Moving on, we basically have the same thing, just a little bit smaller. This injector is 6 meters, the Profi Eco 6.5, $28,000 on this one, and of course, 11 miles an hour. And lastly, we have our overseeding tool, the DZ5 Agri 290. This is a 2.8 meter working width, and it will go at 9 miles an hour, 290 liters of seed on board, and it requires 90 horsepower. A little bit out of order with all that, but you get it. Now, we can see it'll do seed and cover crop, which is kind of interesting. After doing a little bit of research with this machine whenever the Vento pack was announced, it seems like this one just kind of lowers down to the ground and just works. Because this is an overseeding tool, it should just seed right over all the patches that need it. But the fact that it does cover crop as well is interesting. I don't know if we'll be able to overseed cover crop or even if there's a need to do that. Guess we'll have to wait and see. The Vento pack will be released on Tuesday, March 24th for all platforms. You can pick it up right now with a 10% discount using my code down below. It costs $7.19 US, and it will cost $8 once it is out. It's also included in the Year 1 Season Pass, so if you've got that, well, you'll get the DLC included. Yesterday, Connect Modding hosted their event at Vence Tudo down in Brazil, and with that, we have the announcement of a few new machines coming to Farm Sim 25. We've got the Pompiana SM13000 Pneumatica, the Pimples 2500, interesting name, and the PVT 3000. All of these will be able to be downloaded on Monday, March the 9th. That is Monday next week. So super exciting and very cool that we've got another mod announcement. Very cool. Next, we have HR Forced, who show off a new mod, their Lizard D60. This is a winch and a shield you'll be able to drag along your logs out in the woods. But we'll also be getting PC version. So consoles are getting the Lizard D60 and PC players will be getting the Knight D60. They're calling it the Rope Winch. We also know that we could debrand the Lizard version, so if you don't like mods that say Lizard on them, you'll be able to remove that. Usually HR4 show off their mods not long before they're going to be released, so keep an eye out for this one. Got some pretty cool news from Ikas today on their shop. It's something that we announced earlier in the week, and now we get to see the inside. It kind of teased it earlier this week, saying that you'd be able to remove some things inside, but now we actually get to see it. There's a question mark in the corner. You go and you click on that, and it will magically disappear. This will give you a little bit more space inside, so you could do whatever you want, or you could just leave it, and that's cool too. There's also a workshop, so you'll be able to do all the repairing, repainting, customizing, and you can even refuel with the shop. Oh, there's also a nice office area inside as well, so you can kind of hang out, use it for roleplay, whatever you like. This is going to be part of a larger pack. We also talked about the pole barn earlier this week, so this is now 2 of the 3 buildings for the pack. Now, we're just waiting on the last one. Good news from Mr. Hector, as Carpathian Countryside will be getting a minor hotfix with version 101. He does say that this will be submitted soon, so it's not submitted at least as of yet. And this update will fix a few small problems that have popped up since its release. So what are they? Well, we have added alfalfa hay into the cow barn variants with the Laley feeding robots, only possible with custom barns included in the map, by the way. Also disabled the wood chip pallet spawning in the sawmill, so the wood chips are now correctly, or will now correctly, stay in the storage and used in production. Fix the collisions problem in multiplayer with the small green tool sheds scattered around the map. The collectible items hidden in some of these can now be properly collected, also in multiplayer, previously only possible in single player while crouching. Fixed selling triggers mismatching for construction material trader and added an option to sell lime, and fix the water tower fill trigger. Updates usually pop out faster than new mods do, so hopefully we see this one soon. If you're on PlayStation 5, we have some good news from Carl TG with an update to Kivi Kula. He says there's a good chance that he managed to fix the PS5 saving issue on Kivi Kula. He had decreased the foliage GDM size so that the save game on consoles would not exceed 45 megabytes. Right now, a fresh save is 42.8, so hopefully this will fix the PS5 saving issue for those that experienced it, but not everybody did experience it, so hopefully everyone will be good now. You may or may not know that modders actually have a file size limit to upload to the mod hub, and currently Carl is waiting on his to be increased, which they normally do, and once that's done, it'll be submitted. He also mentioned something about a peat system update. However, we've already had one update to the peat system actually the same day that he posted this, so I'll be interested to see if that's the same one or something different. Pretty cool stuff from Lancey Boy. Always nice to see some updates for farming in Indiana. This one's not so much of an update as it is a teaser. As he says, you can see the road intersection rolls with the road system. It's taken him many hours to master how the roads work, especially in this intersection. He says he promised an Indiana map with real life areas, and this is it. You can also check out the road sign down there, and should be able to find this in real life. I think it's a baseline road. I know nothing about Indiana, but hey, if you know where this is, let me know if it looks good. And lastly, today, with the release of Sosnovka, we have another map coming from Puma 145. However, I don't know what this is. Is this Fellsbrunn, Ravenport? I have no idea. The mountains look familiar, but I can't tell you where I know them from. Usually Puma brings in maps from previous games. It's just kind of what they do. So I'm not quite sure what this one is or where it's from, but if you recognize it, let me know. And I'm here to let you know that if you want to see anything more about the mods, modders, or anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found down in the description. Remember, there's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released, except for, a few of the things we talked about today. If you like this video, you can also check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and join the GoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have a great day. Have a great weekend. We will see you later. Apparently it's going to be 80 degrees here in North Carolina today. I should probably go outside and touch grass.